Round one.
What is up, everyone? This is Jay Brandt with PvPincHD, bringing you the next video in our new channel, this time covering the news announced earlier today on the For Honor Season 2 DLC, which is titled Shadow and Might. Good news is, for those who did not purchase the Deluxe or Gold Edition, this appears to be a free DLC, with one gotcha which I'll get to later in this video. The first fight, which you're watching now, is my Reputation 12 Berserker going against an ultra-annoying, difficult to kill Rep 5 Lawbringer in duel mode. Spoiler alert, I do eventually kill him, or I wouldn't have posted the fight. So on to the news about Season 2 Shadow and Might. It launches May 16th, and some of you may disagree, but I have to say that I feel the most noteworthy part is that they disclose they will be introducing a new level of gear rarity. Rarity is kind of a strange word, but they use it, so I'll use it too. They've labeled this gear as epic gear. Very innovative. This means they will increase the maximum gear score along with revamping the entire gear stat system. The next fight up is versus a Rep 5 Kinsei. I think you'll all agree that revamping the entire gear stat system is a big deal. That's all they disclose though, so what's that mean exactly? Are they going to move gear perks around on the different gear slot types? I'll use my Berserker as an example. On the left hand slot, or simply the slot to the far right, the option for all characters is throw distance, revenge mode attack, and revenge gained by injury. A lot of people complain about revenge builds, but why the hell would I take throw distance with my Berserker? So my personal choice is clearly revenge mode attack maxed out, and revenge gained by injury as secondary. If we look at the handle slot, as of patch 1.06, it's presently feet cooldown reduction, revenge mode defense, and revenge gained by defense. Let's say hypothetically they swap revenge mode attack on the left hand with feet cooldown reduction on the handles. Then on the revamped handles, this would make us choose between revenge mode attack, revenge mode defense, and revenge gained by injury, essentially eliminating quote-unquote revenge builds. Maybe then they could restore revenge mode to something more than useless on characters who do not have a push, headbutt, or shield bash. The next fight is me going up against a Reputation 26 Conqueror, who should wreck me with ease, especially considering I mess up not once but twice after getting him with guard breaks and then accidentally doing overhead swings. Anyways, the swapping gear stat stuff is of course hypothetical and just me trying to take a stab of what they may possibly do, but either way it could be a really good thing. The bad thing, which is indicative of multiplayer gear-based games and in effect to be expected, is that all the gear which we've collected and use now will most likely become useless and we'll simply break it all down. Those of you who've played gear-based games are used to this. It was really frustrating in the early stages of Destiny, but Bungie managed to mitigate that frustration by a quote-unquote balancing overhaul of the entire gear stat system. Bungie waited a lot longer to do that than Ubisoft is doing now with For Honor, so again, maybe the overhaul portion is going to be a good thing. Comment below on what you predict this whole gear stat overhaul thing will mean. This next fight I'm going against a Rep 2 Nabushi, who was really just having his way with me in the prior fight. He was pretty good. So I skipped right over what most people will think is the most noteworthy topic, which is Ubisoft is adding 2 new classes to the upcoming Season 2 Shadow and Might. They're adding the Shinobi, who uses a traditional Japanese Sarigama, and the Centurion, who uses a reliable standard issue Gladius. Funny thing is, the character leaks from a while back were actually legit, since these are definitely the characters which were leaked, and I totally at the time thought that leak was fake. The next fight is a mirror match versus a Reputation 5 Berserker. So the free DLC gotcha, which I mentioned earlier, is that each of these characters costs 15,000 steel. That's a big chunk of steel. And yes, that is what she said. Although maybe that's how the DLCs will work in For Honor, meaning maybe we'll just pay for them by purchasing new characters with steel, which really isn't so bad. Actually, that might be kind of cool because we could just play the game and grind for steel to purchase the DLC. Either way, if you're a season pass holder, then you get both the characters for free. After I chop this damn pesky black Mamba's head off here in a second, then the upcoming fight is versus another ultra annoying Lawbringer, this time Reputation 5 in Elimination. Again, Ubisoft doesn't disclose much in the terms of granular detail for the new Season 2 characters. The Shinobi, aka Ninja, is only described as the silent warrior, able to move with a dancer's grace. So, Orochi? Maybe Orochi meets Conqueror? A significantly less turtley Conqueror? We can bet on this being the most overplayed character in For Honor, as it is the ninja. Probably see a lot of those Orochis moving over to the new Tiny Dancer. Wow, never mind, that Lawbringer wasn't that annoying after all. Next up is me getting beat up for most of the fight by a Reputation 8 Peacekeeper. Now, in contrast to the new graceful Tiny Dancer, the Centurion sees the battlefield like a chessboard. No idea what that means, or what value that provides. That's probably just some clue about a new feat which he gets, maybe? What I do find intriguing is that they state that he can bypass enemy defenses through strategic close-quarter combat. So he's going to be the anti-turtle? Sounds like Warden 2.0. I really hope he's not Warden 2.0 and that he's relatively unique. I hope that about both these new classes. We'll just have to wait and see. Aside from all that cool stuff, they're adding a couple new maps titled Forge and Temple Garden, which is also cool, but to be expected. Kind of figured they'd add more than just 2 maps, but whatever, 2 is fine. And that concludes our review of the new Season 2 DLC titled Shadow and Might, again coming May 16th. I'll leave you with 2 very salty Kenseis who claim I'm a dirty cheater, as you shall see. As we've been mentioning, we're a new channel and we're still working out the kinks in our new co-op simulcast streaming solution, but expect to see that soon live on YouTube and Twitch TV, scheduled to be determined. To help get us kickstarted, we would really appreciate it if you dropped us a like and a subscribe. And check out the card in the upper right hand corner of your screen for our first impression of patch 1.06. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.